From having your face planted with surgical precision to getting your ribs crushed. These are the 10 most bone-crushing wrecks in bull riding history. At number 10, Wade Shalla thought he had Terry Williams' Bandit figured out at the George Paul Memorial Bull Riding in Del Rio back in 1995.
Got in here Del Rio. Bandit's a good draw.
The young rider looked confident climbing into the chute. Shalla had the skills and the determination that marked him as someone to watch in the sport. The setup looked routine, then Bandit delivered his calling card with devastating efficiency.
Now, right here, slide it down in there, boom. Slapped him with a free hand that breaks your concentration. Now just get out of there. Out. Boy, stepped off.
The bull caught Shalla with a back hoof step after the buck off that sent shockwaves through his spine. The impact was a swift but merciless bone-jarring contact. Shalla absorbed the punishment and scrambled to safety, but the damage was already done. While Shalla dealt with spinal trauma, Danny Varnador at number 9 discovered that some bulls deliver punishment during the fall itself.
Riding a bull and then you come back, you know, a month and a half later and you got razor. This bull's really stout. One horn, round to the right away.
Tampa Open 2000, round 1. Varnador had drawn Terry Williams' razor, and the veteran rider was looking to establish momentum early in the competition. The bull came out with typical Florida fury, but Razor had other plans for the experienced cowboy.
Round to the right away of his hand. Just look at his arm. Just jerking his arm straight. Every jump, he's down in the hole.
The bull swept Varnador down with violence, then delivered a series of kicks and steps on his way to the dirt. Each impact landed with bone-crushing precision, turning what should have been a controlled dismount into a medical emergency. Varnador dropped to his knees in obvious agony, the pain that penetrated deep into bone and joint tissue. Razor didn't give me time to protect myself, Varnador said later. Every step of that fall came with its own punishment attached. Speaking of punishment that arrives without warning, Sam Medlock at number 8 experienced facial trauma that echoes through arenas.
His daddy produces rodeos and bull ridings in Texas, and the kid knows how to do it, just got to get it done.
Cleveland Open 2000, Medlock faced Chalk Donaldson's Rugrat in round 1, and the matchup carried all the intensity that marks great bull riding competition. The veteran rider was ready for battle. Rugrat delivered a different kind of warfare entirely.
Oh, pretty little
there you
go.
go.
Come on. No, Sam.
No.
Oh, he stepped right on him. Good grief.
The bull planted a hoof directly into Medlock's face. The sound of the impact carried throughout the venue, a sickening crack that silenced conversations and drew gasps from experienced spectators who had seen plenty of violence. Medlock walked away under his own power, but his movement showed careful navigation that comes with facial fractures and potential vision complications. The direct hoof-to-face contact created damage that extended far beyond surface injuries. You can prepare for getting thrown, Medlock explained afterward. You can't prepare for having your face reconstructed by a hoof. Rugrat made that lesson permanent. While Medlock dealt with facial reconstruction, Pistol Pete Hessman at number 7 learned that some wrecks combine multiple trauma sources into one package.
This is another one of those. The Tater said this bull's really good. Should spin to the right. Watch Hessman.
Tampa Open 2001. Hessman had drawn Tater Porter's Rockin' Rabbit, and the experienced rider was looking to capitalize on his reputation as one of the sport's most resilient competitors. But Rockin' Rabbit had prepared a comprehensive destruction plan.
Whipped him down. Now watch what he does. He's hung away from his hand. He is trying to get over on the other side. Now he does, but this is just unlucky. Stepped right on his shoulder and the side of his head, but the vest took a...
The bull whipped Hessman down with violent efficiency, created a slight tangle that prevented clean separation, then delivered a face stomp that completed the demolition. The sequence combined throwing trauma, entanglement danger, and direct facial impact into one career-threatening moment. Getting hung up is bad enough, Hessman said during his rehabilitation. Getting your face stomped while you're tangled makes you question everything about this sport. Rockin' Rabbit delivered a masterclass in how to end careers. At number 6, Dean Wilson discovered that some bulls specialize in delivering pure pile-driving destruction that redefines what violence looks like.
That's kind of dangerous. Push that bull over. Saw Lonnie Steverson broke his leg here in 2 places one year doing that. Big step.
1997 World Finals, Round 4. Wilson faced Knockamout John on the sport's biggest stage, and the pressure was immense. World Finals rides can make careers or break dreams with equal efficiency. Knock 'em Out John chose the braking option.
We saw Sam Medlock, the youngster, ride this bull and slap him when that bout knocked him. Look at Joe Bumgardner. He just literally...
The bull yard darted Wilson headfirst into the arena floor with pure pile-driving force. The impact compressed Wilson's entire spinal column, while his neck absorbed punishment that human anatomy wasn't designed to handle. Joe Baumgartner's quick intervention prevented the bull from delivering additional trauma. When you get driven into the ground like that, Wilson reflected months later, you realize how thin the margin is between walking away and never walking again. Knock 'em out John almost made that choice for me. While Wilson dealt with spinal trauma, J.W. Hart at number 5 proved that even the sport's most durable competitors aren't immune to bone-crushing punishment.
Oh yeah. Ride like you can, going to the left.
1997 World Finals, Round 3. The Iron Man had drawn Dylan Page's The Noid, and Hart's reputation for durability was legendary throughout the sport. His ability to absorb punishment and continue competing had earned him mythical status among riders. The Noid decided to test that legendary durability.
Ride like you can, going to the left. Inside a little in trouble. Oh man, get up!
The bull delivered a full hoof to Hart's back with crushing force. The impact compressed vertebrae while sending shockwaves through his entire spinal structure. Even Hart's legendary toughness couldn't mask the severity of the punishment the Noid had delivered. The Iron Man's pain threshold was legendary, but the Noid had found new limits. At number 4, Ruben Galanes learned that World Finals pressure can't protect riders from bulls who specialize in delivering maximum trauma.
But he's not a monster, a drag. I mean, this bull can't get it out. He comes out backwards.
2003 World Finals, Round 2. The Canadian rider faced Mike Corey's eliminator Sugar Bear on the sport's biggest stage, and Galanesy was representing his entire country's bull riding aspirations. The pressure was enormous, but the opportunity was life-changing. Sugar Bear transformed opportunity into medical emergency.
Ruben looked off. I'm thinking he may have fouled. Ruben is declaring himself, knowing the bull fouled, and if he would have continued to try to ride that bull...
The bull executed a clean step down with precision, delivering heavy contact that compressed Galanes' ribs while sending trauma through his entire thoracic cavity. The controlled nature of Sugar Bear's placement suggested calculated destruction rather than accidental contact. Sugar Bear made it clear that World Finals don't protect you from anything. Galanesy said later, if anything, the stakes just make the punishment worse when it comes. Speaking of punishment that arrives with surgical precision, Judd Mortensen at number 3 experienced abdominal trauma that creates lasting medical complications.
For him on Lonesome Dove,
yes, sir.
All right, cranking her back. Right here, looks left. Gonna go back to the right here.
Portland Open 2000, Western Union Money Round. Mortensen had drawn Nevada Burger and Hank Franzen's Blue Duck, and the veteran rider was looking to capitalize on money round opportunity that could define his entire season. Blue Duck transformed that opportunity to catastrophe.
Back over, get an angle on this side. Here it comes. Well, he stepped on his leg. You know, might have kind of missed maybe his vitals. All right.
The bull delivered a grim gut stomp that compressed Mortensen's intestinal. The impact sent shockwaves through his abdominal organs while creating internal trauma that demanded immediate medical intervention. Even experienced announcers reacted with visible shock. The medical diagnosis revealed broken ribs and severe abdominal bruising that required hospitalization and 2 months of recovery time. The precision of Blue Duck's placement had created internal damage that extended far beyond surface injuries.
He's going to feel a little bit better. They're going to give him a good score.
KJ Fletcher putting it in the book.
Hospital transport became necessary as medical teams recognized that internal organ trauma of this severity required comprehensive monitoring and potential surgical intervention. Blue Duck hit me in places that don't heal quickly. Mortensen explained during his recovery, 2 months out of competition taught me that some stomps change everything about how your body works. While Mortensen dealt with internal organ trauma, Cody Custer at number 2 discovered that former world champions receive no special protection from bulls who specialize in comprehensive destruction.
Tied in front and back. This bull is ugly. He said, let's go. He's got a chance. Round.
Bullnanza Nashville 2001 Western Union Money Round. The 1992 PRCA World Champion faced Chad and Robbie Harrington's Chute Destroyer Perfect Storm, and Custer's championship credentials meant nothing to a bull known for ending careers. Perfect Storm lived up to his reputation.
Elbow, not his foot. It still hurts. Easy for us to say. Slams him down, just that bull's elbow.
The bull delivered a crushing step across Custer's entire body with methodical precision. The comprehensive nature of the contact compressed ribs while sending trauma through multiple organ systems simultaneously. Perfect Storm's placement suggested calculated destruction rather than accidental contact.
Harrington, oh boy. Ribs maybe.
The force of the impact created concern about internal bleeding and potential organ rupture that would require immediate medical evaluation and extensive recovery protocols. Championship experience provided no protection against this level of comprehensive trauma. Medical teams understood that Perfect Storm's destruction had created injury patterns that exceeded typical money round trauma. Perfect Storm showed me that championships don't matter to bulls, Custer reflected afterward. All that history means nothing when 2,000 pounds decides to step on you. Now, at number 1, Spud Whitman faced textbook violence that defined what bone crushing really means.
Awful fast for as long-legged as he is. I don't know if he'll get along with him or not. Round to the left is
Greensboro Open, 2000, Round 2. Whitman had drawn the 1998 Bull of the Year Moody Blues, and the matchup carried all the intensity that marks legendary bull riding confrontations. The venue was electric with anticipation. Moody Blues delivered a masterclass in rib-crushing destruction.
right down the boy. The bull staying in it a lot longer than he normally does. Stepped right on him, bull threw himself down.
You know, Donnie,
That's a
almost
great.
The bull executed a textbook stomp that compressed Whitman's chest and abdominal cavity. The impact sent visible shockwaves through his entire torso while the crowd fell into stunned silence. Despite the severity of the trauma, Whitman's legendary toughness allowed him to compete at the following week's event, proving that some cowboys possess durability that defies medical logic. Moody Blues hit me harder than anything I'd ever felt, Whitman said later, but that's why they named him Bull of the Year. He knew exactly where to step to make it count. The crowd's stunned reaction captured what everyone understood. They had witnessed bone-crushing violence that separates professional bull riding from every other sport on earth. Some riders return with renewed respect for the violence they face. Others carry permanent reminders of impacts that redefine their understanding of pain, but all of them understand that the next 8 seconds could deliver bone-crushing punishment that changes everything forever. And in a sport where the difference between triumph and trauma gets measured in split seconds, these wrecks serve as brutal reminders that bulls don't distinguish between champions and rookies when it comes time to deliver their most crushing blows.